All right, so here you're trying to prove this identity. So you want to work on the harder side or the more complicated side, which is the left side here. And to do this, you have to remember your addition identity for the sine and the cos. So in most schools, here at least in Canada, we give the identity sheet to students so they don't have to memorize these. So this will give you sine A cos B minus sine B cos A for that. And you still have all of this all over sine B plus, and the cos subtracting identity is cos A cos B plus sine A sine B all over cos B. And remember, we're trying to prove that this is sine A sine B cos B. So that's what you're trying to prove. This whole thing here equal that. At this stage here, I can't see anything that we could do except start doing common denominator. So when we're doing common denominator, it's a good idea to write a long line and write your common denominator right on the bottom right here. So we know we have to multiply the cos B into this here and the sine B into this. So I'm just gonna write sine, that is cos B, which is that, multiplied in all of sine A cos B minus sine B cos A plus this here has to be multiplied in all of this. So sine B multiplied by cos A cos B plus sine A sine B. And we're trying to prove that it equals that. So now just expand cos B in all of this. So we'll have sine A cos squared B, because cos B times cos B is just going to be cos squared B minus. And when we multiply it here, we're just going to get cos B sine B cos A plus, here when I multiply this into here, I'm just going to get the same thing. Sorry, I get sine B cos A cos B. And when I multiply this into here, it's going to give me plus sine squared A, because sine A, sorry, that's going to be sine A and then sine B times sine B is sine squared B. That's what I meant. And all of that all over sine B cos B. Now this is cos B sine B cos A, and this is sine B cos A cos B. Is the same thing, just written in a different order. So we could cancel these. And what we left with here, it'll be sine A cos squared B plus sine A sine squared B all over sine B cos B, which in turn I could factor out the sine A from here as a greatest common factor. I end up with cos squared B plus sine squared B all over sine A, sorry, sine B cos B. So that's B. Now cos squared B plus sine squared B, that's the Pythagorean identity. Cos squared plus sine squared equals 1. So that's all of that just going to be 1. And then you'll have sine A right here on top, and you'd have sin B cos B, which is exactly that. So basically it equals sin A over sin B cos B, and this identity has been proven. Thanks for watching. See you next time.